All right, good morning, everyone. We are back at the SML year-end playoffs. We're at the Weston Airport location, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Ready for another day. You got it, Terry. We're watching two great teams here. These are two of the top teams in this division, playing in what I believe is the A-side final. So we got, looks like the 8-ball went out of turn. So I'm going to have to yell at these guys and find out what the score was there, unless I watch the replay. Looks like 10-5, 10-4, 10-4 for TBA. Made the 8 out of turn. That's not a good way to start your day. Morning, Brian, Neil. Neil, you're in luck. We got a Thunder Bay boy on one of these teams. Mr. John Pay Pompey, one of my teammates. Might get to see him hit a few balls. Randy, welcome. So we got one of the best bar box players to ever grace a Calgary table on the left here, Mr. Russ Whittle.
As long as he doesn't scratch on the side, we're good.
As long as he
right
doesn't
hand,
scratch
right
in the
hand side.
Oh, nearly left-hand side, then
well, it's
nearly
either
left
one.
top.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
A little messy up there.
Can you slide that down a bit? It looks like it's just a little bit higher. Pull that up. Yeah, that's good. So Russ has a pretty good look here, but little cluster around the 8-ball.
Morning, everybody.
Tough. Morning, Sabrina, Chris. Welcome, everyone. Click that share button. We're going to be live all day today.
It'll be another long day.
Yeah, it's going to be another long one for sure, but lots of really good pool today.
I think the last matches again start at 9 o'clock tonight. Ben's going to have a long day. He doesn't play until tomorrow, so he gets to man this all day. Grant's playing right now. My team starts at noon, so.
Hey, you guys are stuck with me all day. Let's see, Ramo on the right table. Potting the day away. Got a pretty good look to get out here. He's got to find something to do with the 15 ball, but I think the 13 can lead him there if he gets on that right now. He is going to have to make a good shot here. I think he can make the 13 slow with bottom outside. Kind of hold the cue ball around the 2, then take the cut on the 15. I'd be more inclined to save this ball to get on the 8 or the 13 to get on the 8. But I don't think he can get from this ball to the 15 is the problem. I think now he's looking at the shot I was saying. Because if he has too much angle on the 15, he can just roll into the 6. When he cuts the 15, that'll stop the cue ball in a good spot to be straight in on this ball he's shooting now. Well, he goes around the world. Nearly hits it perfect.
He's got to take the 15 here.
I think he's got a perfect angle. He can miss the 6 with top. And if he's straight in on the 13, that'll do just fine.
Last match was at 10. Chris said, well, our contract runs out at 9, so you have to sit in at 10, Chris.
And Russ is in not bad shape here because I think what he's going to do is play the 3 off the rail, off the 11 in later on in this rack. That's going to open the pocket for the 8. Ramo missed a real easy ball over there. I did not expect him to miss that pot. Good shot there.
Yeah, they got to turn those pot lights off. Look at the shadows across that right-hand table. Those pots, look at the shadows across.
Can I have the Gorilla tape?
Yeah.
I'm going to tape them. Or was that on this side?
I don't know, like they were playing with it over there when it...
How full is the room? It's jam-packed.
There is no parking in the parking lot either.
I don't think there's an open table in here today.
Yep.
So now what Russ can do is when he gets relatively straight on the 3, he can play the same shot off the left rail, off the 11 in the top left pocket, and then he can just roll forward and play the 8 in the right-hand side, or the same pocket he's going to play this green 6 ball in. Or he can play the opposite angle on the 3, draw over for the 8 in the same pocket. But
64 tables in the room.
I'm sure it'll clear up a bit by 6.
Oh, there'll be some teams out by then.
Be a handful at least, yeah.
I'm hoping it's my team putting out a couple teams by that time, or at least to the B side anyway.
So he's going to have to put a hair of inside English on this shot. I don't think you can punch over to shoot the 8 in the same hole. I think you have to go forward with inside.
Kuhn played not a bad safety there.
Got away with it. He left Ramo a shot here, though. You could kick this ball in.
Well, it's better. There's no shadows on the table now. They're all over. People are leaning against him over there.
I think that ball skidded.
That's what Russ
says
said,
it
yeah.
skidded. So Nigel, what news are you referring to on the T3s?
He ordered one.
So news on how long it'll be?
That's a good one for Grant.
Well, it depends when you ordered it, but it's 6 weeks.
4 to 6 weeks, depending.
It's more like 6 to 8, but we're going with 6.
Okay.
What teams are left, Scott? That is a very long answer for that question.
The teams just started at 6 o'clock last night, played 2 rounds, so there's a ton of teams left.
There's 8 divisions of teams in this league, so there's a lot of teams
I think
left.
they got 180 teams, something like that.
There's only 1 team currently knocked out of this division. There's only 7 teams, so now there's 6 left. Nigel, this is running until Sunday night.
4 days better than the normal 2.5 weeks. Right.
And
Just
you're
let me know when you want me
absolutely
to-
right, Nigel. So Paul with a good look, cleaning this up. 8 in the side for a 10-6 win for Orange Crush. This will be a close match, definitely. That is correct, Scott. We are in the elite. We play our first match tomorrow at noon. So Kung's got more angle on this 6 ball than he would have liked. But I think the shot here is cut it in the bottom right with left-hand English and shoot the 8 in the right-hand side next. Shouldn't be a problem. He's just trying to be sure.
Just got to avoid the side pocket. Yeah, Scott, this is the Masters here. Ben's team plays in the Elite Division. My team's in the A3 division.
So I think what happened on that right-hand table was he thought too long about that. He knew what he had to do. He thought about it too long, and then he missed the pot trying to get the cue ball perfect. Nonetheless, 10-6 win for TBA there. We got Jordan Katz coming to the table on the left, and we got Derek Moore racking the balls on the right. Jordan's got a pretty tough little layout here. I don't know if you can see the 5-12 combo, but that would probably be the opener if it does go. The flaw is you have to hit the left side of the 5, and that's going to push it towards the 14-9 on that right rail, and it's going to tie things up. So
He can see it.
you can see, but the left side of it, sort of, right? Can't see the whole ball.
No, well, he's got about half a ball.
And he'd have to be careful where that ball squirts over. I think that's why he hasn't shot that shot yet.
Unless you play it a little harder. Get it off the rail and try to back out somewhere, but
Yeah, you'd have to.
Then
It'd be a bit of a
might-
hit and hope on shape, too.
well, the 5 might go off there, hit the 14 and clear the pocket.
Problem is, cue ball's going to go off the 2, and then who knows where it's going to end up.
Yeah,
You don't get too many options for a shot from there. The other shot I see is maybe shoot this 11-10 combo on the left-hand bottom left corner, and then he can shape the 13 to play the 3-ball combo.
Yeah.
And the 15 would lead him to that nice and easy. That might be what I try to do here, actually. Or open with the 13, 5,
Then you're pushing
12
that
combo.
4 ball towards the 9, though, I think.
That one you would have to hit hard.
Yeah.
If he's going to shoot low ball, which he is, he's got to break out pretty much 4 balls here.
No, we are not streaming the snooker in Red Deer. We were not asked to do that at all, so.
It's Snooker Canada, though, is it not?
No, I think it's a CBSA or whatever it is. I don't know. If it was Snooker Canada, we would have heard from them.
Gale, this VNEA points format, which maybe we'll include in the title at some point, is 10 points for a win, 1 point for each ball in a loss. They play 25 games total. And when one team mathematically cannot come back, then the match is over. So there's no set number of points you need to win. It's just a points format, best of 25 games sort of thing. So Rhonda, this is funny. I was talking to Derek outside. He said he was out pretty late this morning, didn't get home till early morning. Kind of rushed out of his house and forgot his hat. He said
Derek,
he said he never goes anywhere without his hat.
I don't think I've ever seen him without a hat.
And he forgot his hat, so he's wearing his hood. Because he's got some bad hair, I guess.
Like I said, I don't think I've ever seen him without a hat. So
I'm sure Sabrina is out there watching still, so we'll blame Sabrina for
Yeah.
not making sure he had everything before he left the house.
blame the wife. Yep.
That's what I would do. That's why I'm single. It was the Unabomber breaking, he says. No, he could be the Unabomber of pool, though.
Yeah.
Derek,
There's
the
his
Unabomber
Unabomber.
Moore.
There's his new nickname.
Oh, there you go. There's like a formula for how many points you need to win. Points needed to win equals games remaining times 10 plus 1. Something like that. Something along those lines. Derek Moore, the Unabomber, with the 10-1 win. That was for TBA. What a great shot by Jordan there, but he got
five's unlucky.
Sort of got the worst of it. He can see the 3 to cut it in and maybe develop the 5 again, but pretty tough. Pretty
there's
tough
a lot of
here.
balls to come back into to get that 5. There's Sabrina. She's the Twins at home's too busy for hats.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That is a little complicated, Nigel, but it always is.
Yeah,
Especially for people who never play a points format.
If you're up by 51 after the 4th round, you're good.
Yeah, if there's
50 points max around if you break and run.
if there's
every table.
5 games left and you're up 51, then yeah, the match is over because the maximum the other team can get is 50.
Chances are if you're up 30 points with 5 games left, there's a good chance you're going to win.
You're in good shape, yeah. Awesome, Rhonda. We'll see you there. Well, fortunately, Clark, the Unabomber, is a poker player too.
Oh, good
Phil
morning,
Phil
Clark.
Locke. A little safety action on the left there by Mr. Kevin Beamer. I think he's left a piece of this too. Jordan's going to try to flick it and leave this white ball behind the 8. This looks pretty good on paper. Not bad. Not a bad attempt there.
Do you try the 13 in the side?
I feel like it's probably not worth.
No, you're going to open up the 5.
Beamer's pretty good at grinding these games too. Like if he does try the 13, he'll make sure he doesn't sell out anything. Crafty little shot by Beamer there. Oh, another grinding shot by the Beamer. Tied up the 5 again. Nicely done. I love these kind of games where you have control, just you have to be patient. He's doing the right thing so far. He's played long enough to know when to attack and when not to attack.
Yeah. This is tough because you got to get that, put the 9 on that back rail.
Yeah, this is
turned
a
out
really
pretty
good
good,
shot.
yeah.
Really good.
Don't think you're not going to want to touch that 5 here.
Well, I think he has to flick the right side of the 5 and try to freeze on the 9 where he's pointing there.
Yeah.
Because you have to open it. You can't leave it there and hope that your opponent will open it and make a mistake. You have to try to do something yourself. So I like what he did there. And how did he hit it? It's a really good shot. I think Beamer is going to flick this 9 again and leave him in jail one more time, though. But he's got to make sure he gets this one right.
They didn't split. You could have played both because the Masters is on Monday nights and the Elite played Wednesday nights. So if so chosen, like some of these guys played both.
So I think from the consensus that I've heard is next year you'll only be allowed 2 Vegas Masters on a Monday night Masters team. at Spencer, it's always sort of been split. The Masters used to have a Masters A and a Masters B. They phased that out.
2 years ago, I think it was. I don't think they had that last year. But Russ is a Vegas master. Who else playing here? Kevin Beavis has got to be a Vegas master, I'd think.
I think
After all the years,
a team
yeah.
master for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I know he was intermediate, but I think they did really well in intermediate one year, and that might have ranked him up. Clark, 2 elite on a Masters team. Not 2 Masters on a Masters team.
2 elite or Vegas master.
When they refer to Vegas Master, there's 3 divisions in Vegas: the Open, the Intermediate, and the Masters. So if you place in the top, I believe it's 10% in the Open, that ranks you into Intermediate. If you do that in the Intermediate, it ranks you into Master. So a Vegas Master is better than a City Master, is more or less what they're saying there. So Jordan's kind of starting to get a little bit of the better of this. I don't know if Beamer goes for this 9 in the side, but I'm starting to think he maybe should. I don't think I like safe again here. He's got to get this one right. He didn't get it right. Opening for Jordan here. And I don't think he can make this 2 and miss the 8. I think you're crashing into the 8. So he might just have to purposely go into it knowing that and maybe take a bank on the 5.
Yeah, because you don't want to hit that 8 thin and cut it into that top right.
That's very possible. Very possible. You almost made a really good call there, sir.
Yeah. Played it safe on himself.
It is still early, Clark. I agree. So we got Kung Dao on the right-hand table, looking at the 3. Spears it in the heart. Has to do something with that 6 ball, but I don't think it'll be a problem with where the 1 is. So he's going to roll the 7, take the angle on the 1, and try to develop the 6.
Ooh, he's going to have to.
Played the stop shot. I might have liked the other angle, but this angle can work too. Just a little harder to get speed out of this ball. So Beamer waited long enough. He's grinded this one out. Gave himself an opportunity now from ball in hand.
How'd he hit that?
Great shot by Kung Dao there. Really good shot.
I think you got to take the 6 here now. Well, I guess you don't. You can play the 6 in this bottom right, but
Yeah, I think I like the 6 in the bottom right
Yeah.
next.
take the 5.
I actually would like to shoot the 5, then the 4, depending on the angle. The 5, 4, 6, 2 would be the easiest path here.
Morning, Ken.
You got that right, Nigel. It is very tough to win at any level in Vegas. People spend their whole season trying to prepare for that tournament. And lots of them put in a lot of practice time on the table the weeks leading up to, and it becomes a very tough tournament. Not a bad shot there by Beamer. He can draw back and play the 13 in the side next, I believe. And a good shot by Kung. He went with the pattern that I saw, with leaving that 2 till last is perfect. 8's up there on the top rail. It's going to be a 10-2 win for
It's TBA, right?
Orange Crush.
Is orange? Mick Twist trying to cheer his team on.
Mick Twist. Greg, Mick Twist, Cairns. That could stick.
That was a nice cut there by Kevin.
I think he should have tried to go around the world there, but this is fine. He can still cut this in.
I don't know if you guys can notice Kevin's backhand as he's stroking there, how shaky that is. Ooh. He's got a problem with his foot that affects that back arm, and it shakes. I don't know how he can shoot as well as he does with that shake on there, but
Yeah, he plays incredible. He's one of the best players in the city for
yeah,
sure.
he is, and knowledgeable.
Good teacher as well. Taught his son to be
Oh yeah,
one heck of a player.
Justin shoots great.
All right, on the right-hand table we got John Pay Pompey. Gonna be playing Paul Beatty. Paul's breaking. Orange Crush with the 10-7 win there. Paul Beatty miscues on the break. Ball in hand for the Thunder Bay boy, Johnny Pay Pompey. So right away, he's going to look to break these balls out on the first shot. And I think I like shooting stripes here because you only have to get the 8 and really one other ball out.
So you start at the 15 on the left and run into all those, or no?
I don't know if you have to run into all of them is the thing. He doesn't want to move too much if he doesn't have to. Just nudge them into the open, ideally. John's pretty proficient with his straight pool game, so he sees these racks pretty well.
Oh, he wanted to come a little farther than that. He just got back from China. He was over playing in the Chinese 8-ball. Yeah.
Morning, Todd.
All these master levels, it's anybody's game back and forth. You rarely see somebody run away with it that much. So easy for them to come back with a ERO compared to the lower levels.
Absolutely, yeah. Oh, a little second ball break from Jordan there on the left. Didn't make a ball.
Russ just said, thanks, man.
I said, thanks, man.
Oh, there's some work there.
Sarcastic thanks.
Yeah,
He doesn't like
there's
this.
the work, no.
For a big guy, you really got a lousy break, he says.
Well, John's got this in the side straight.
Yeah, he's just trying to figure out what he's going to do next. So the problem is he'll roll the 10 in the side. He'll shoot the 11 next. Could get below the 15. Then run into those balls. But where's it going to go? He's trying to figure out where they're all going to go. So he might try to run into it here, and that way he's moving 2 balls. Better chance he gets a shot on one than trying to move 1.
Good if he can run into that 3.
Well, he's got to be careful here. There's a scratch on if you don't hit the 3 full.
Yeah.
It is a bit of a hit and hope, this shot.
At least he can still see one anyway, but I
Believe
know that
he
combo
still has
might
the
be
combo.
going, yeah.
Yeah, he's eyeing it up. He's
Tight.
got it. When he plays the combo, I think he's going to try to bump into the 4 and nudge the 8 out somewhere.
Hey, Patrick, how you doing?
Howdy, Patrick. So Johnny is calling the combo, 15-14 in the top left.
It's got to be real tight the way he's looking at that.
Yeah, I think it goes by quite a bit, but he's just worried about what he's going to do with the 8. Gave it the hidden hope again. He was in a little bit tough there. So now all you got to do is try to kick this ball in and see what you can get. If you have a shot on the
Good.
8, good. If not, then you got another point.
Probably hooked it on something.
Russ misses the bank. Oh, he did play the in off.
Anybody's ever getting out on that racket? I was trying to sand both those balls up tables and I had something right in the center.
So let's see.
Jump stop ball.
Let's see if Jordan maybe tries to bank this ball.
Mr. Hampton.
Morning, Hampton. So Johnny's getting the short cue out. He's going to jump at this 15 in the top left.
Once the ball's broken, your chance, your window's closed.
Jordan plays the bank with draw to try to develop something. And Johnny plays the jump. How about those two shots? A long bank, a jump.
I don't know if he can see that 8 enough to make it anywhere, but
No, but he's got himself an extra point.
yep.
And these are the way you want to lose games if you're going to lose this game. 10-7,
10-7,
you only
yeah.
give up 3 points. And let me tell you, 3 points in this kind of format is nothing. Those get made up so quick. I would expect this match to pretty much go the distance.
Better to Grant to call that than Mike being the first time ref.
I guess, but you got to get your feet wet somehow, right?
Well, this is where Mike should come up beside Grant, although
No, never. You want to learn, you learn when it's not a big game on a team match, right? We can learn anytime. I would not be happy if 2 refs came up for that shot, though. I've seen it happen in Vegas.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan. So Paul Beatty with a little backdoor out. I'd expect him to run these balls if he can make a good opener. But he does have to make a good pot there and avoid the scratch. Wow. He was flirting with disaster there.
I think they might have seen enough of you on the stream, Jay. Might have to move that.
Well, the winner of that gets us not on the stream, so.
No, that'll be a good match between
Spain
You
and
guys.
Deadweight. Yeah, you played great yesterday, Hampton. And you played really good the day before.
being dead and barely able to hold your cue.
Yeah. I can't feel my hands and my face, he said to me.
Well, like that was on the stream, the one he was waiting for the guy on the other table to shoot, and he's had his arm leaning on the table like he's about to die, couldn't stand up.
He was in rough shape, but he played awesome. Shot by Paul there, a little shape on the 3. Just has to put a clean stroke on this one ball, and that'll be over. That's going to be a 10-7 win for Orange Crush. All of a sudden, we got a 1-point match again.
Yeah. The only way the teams really run away with these is if you get on your breaks, you get 3 or 4 runouts, but that usually turns to turn around with the opposing team's breaks.
I like what I like what Jordan's done here. He's ran off most of his balls, saving the breakout for last, which isn't a bad idea in this format because you at least ensure you get 6 points.
How's it going? Haven't seen you in a while.
I've been around. I'm actually getting to play a little more.
Your what, sorry?
Getting to play a little more now. So that's good.
Well, he missed the pot.
I don't know. We don't start till noon.
See what Russ can do here. He's got a bit of a tough opener. He might have to shoot the 5 because he most likely needs to save the 2 to break the 1-6. Could cut the 3, but it's a little thin. Yeah, he's thinking about shaping the 5 to break the 1-6.
You just don't want to leave the 6 in front of that 11 ball.
Yeah, I would have rather broke it from behind than from this angle, but this guy knows what he's doing.
Oh, yeah.
He'll shoot this in the corner, go into the 6 pretty full. The double kiss, not ideal. Now he's got to come with a shot.
Wonder if he's straight enough to draw back into that, but depends if he's hampered by the 6 ball or not.
Well, he's left-handed,
Yeah,
which
so
will
it's a
help
little
him
better.
here,
Yeah,
but I don't think so.
he's looking at the bank on the 6.
We'll see what he does. He might play safe here, actually.
Touch the 1 in front of the 11, leave your 6 there for the breakout.
Wouldn't be a terrible idea, but you got to think like chess here. What's Jordan going to do? And I think Jordan would kick into the 11 and leave you behind the 11.
Well, if you're behind the 11, you still got the 3 as a safe.
Oh, he overhit it. I think I'd be getting a ref on this shot just in case. Well, Jordan's still got to find some shape here because running into the 1, he can be hooked on the 6 pretty easy. Very nearly hooked on the 6. Now he's got to draw up that left-hand side rail.
He's cute.
Just looking at where he wants to be. Never a bad idea to go over, double check. He didn't get much draw on that ball, but I think he'll be okay. He pots this more times than not.
How's it going?
There's a little bit of a
51 and 52.
cluster on the other table there.
11-3. At the table.
Oh, he missed it. He knew as soon as he hit it, he missed it. He didn't miss it because he jumped. He jumped because he missed it.
Yeah.
For 3 matches today.
Yeah, 6 is a little tough. I
Russ
don't know if he
has,
can cut it in the side, but
Russ has good control here, though.
yeah.
Yeah,
If he can't get out, he'll find a good safe, but I think he's just going to use this ball, the 3 ball, to try to maybe run into that 6 or run into the 8.
If you got to leave the 1 there, I don't know if he can get enough bottom right or come back into that or not.
Yeah, I think he can cheat the pocket quite a bit. We'll see him play this with lots of bottom right, maybe go 2 rails into the 8. The other option is shoot the 1 and then try to get shape on the 6 somehow. And another option is shoot the 7 and just play safe.
I think I like, yeah, get rid of the 3 ball and then play safe on the 7, bringing that 7 back down to that end of the table.
Well, this is kind of where I like to try to take a swing at it first. And if I don't get there, then I can play
Yeah.
it safe. Right? But if he gets perfect on this 6, it'll drop in the side.
I just heard Kevin miscue on that other table, but he still made the ball.
Well, he'd rather not put the 7 where he's put it, but won't be too much of a problem. He would have rather left it over the side. Jordan's got to come with a shot here. It doesn't kick where the 1 ball is, and it doesn't kick by the 6 anywhere good. So you got to kick bank this somewhere.
This bottom left corner, maybe.
Thinking maybe, yeah, you just take a flyer at kicking it and banking in the bottom left off the top rail.
So he's going rail off the end into the side.
This is a shot too, but that pocket's a lot smaller over there.
Oh, I like coming trying to this back left. Or,
Yeah, because at least the corner is big, right?
yeah.
The side from the angle he's going to try is super small.
That's the other thing. Go
He had
thin
to
off
hit
of
it
that
full,
scratch.
yeah.
Yeah.
These guys are laughing. Russ says, is that a loss?
Yeah.
He knows it's never a loss. What's he doing shooting the 7 first here? His judgment is clouded. This
Yeah.
is never the ball you open with. You shoot the 6 and you shape the 7.
You need to get that guy a Ryan Coke, wake him up.
See, I wouldn't usually be so hard on a player, but I know Russ pretty well,
Yeah.
so. But I think he's out of his mind shooting that ball first. Unless the 6 just rolls in the side nice and easy, but
I would never try cutting that in the side.
I think that was a brave shot to play it this way. I would have just took angle on the 6, or he could have even shot the 6 in the side.
Now he's got to bank it.
He could have put the cue ball on the right-hand side rail and shot the 6 in the side and just followed through to get on the 7. It would have been super easy.
That or play it to this bottom right with a little bit of angle coming up for the 7. Yeah.
I'm shocked. I'm in complete shock that he shot the 7 first. Complete shock.
It's not even really early morning pool. So
Terry, no, scratch on the 8 is not a loss unless you make the 8.
or make the cue ball or the the 8 ball.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, if you make the 8 and scratch, then it's a loss.
It used to be, I think, years ago.
Oh, yeah, like bar rules for sure, it's a loss, right? But we're playing VNEA rules here.
Did you see them in Vegas? I saw them in seen them twice in Calgary, once in Vegas. In like a 2,500 person stadium. Really? At the Pulse. You could literally just yell out and play it. Yeah. Wow. It was fantastic. My ex Sawyer took us down there.
So I'm not sure what Russ is going to do here. He's going to bank this with a 2-way. Or he's going to just cut it in the side. Try to get some shape. Yeah, he played it with the 2-way. Now he's going to take the bank on here himself. We got Phil Dennis at the table on the right. Trying to run out these low balls.
Might have to check the score here. I don't know if we maybe missed a game or not.
I feel like I got it, but we will do a score check at some point. Absolutely. That is really funny, Andrew.
He made the bank.
He still makes the bank. Textbook, he says. 10-7 for TBA.
you want to double check their score?
I knew you were gonna ask me.
So we got Phil eyeing up this 2 ball. I think passes the 3. Looking at the table, it does. Squeeze in there. Pockets play big.
That's right.
Yeah, that's probably correct.
Yeah, I did. I
Adam,
know
yeah.
they did years ago. Yeah.
Good shot by Phil there. He can just roll this in, play the 8 in the left-hand side.
McTwist versus the Unabomber on the left-hand table. Battle of the nicknames.
I don't know the last time I was actually that.
Phil with the 10-5 win for Orange Crush. Real tight match. Knew it would be. So Greg got a ball in the break there. Maybe after he shoots this ball, we'll run a quick ad since we don't get too much time in between racks on both tables. Mike Burton home team, guys.
Going to see them on the stream tomorrow.
I would imagine you'll see them at least a couple times, but they'll be up the first match. Team Spain, Ola.
Mike and Mike, if you're looking to buy or sell a house in Calgary, give these guys a call. They're great.
So Greg has shot stripes here. And he's going to play that ball just above the 8. Cut it in the top left. Run into the 11, I believe. He's just got to watch where the 8 goes. So he might rather play the 13 so that he doesn't have to move that ball. Or if the 11 goes, I didn't think it went, but it goes. He's shooting that. That's the shot. So now he can play the 15 and go into the 1 ball. That'll give him shape on one of those 2 stripes on that top left corner.
They both go in that corner?
I believe they both go, yeah.
Oh, you're looking right down the angle when he's out of the way.
Tough to tell how much he can cheat the pocket. Oh, he wiggled right around the 1. What are the chances? We might have to go rail first here and try to make the 9. He's going to be guessing a little bit for shape. We got Justin on the right-hand table working on stripes. Looks like this combo is pretty wired up. Just got to watch where the first ball goes. Got to have a plan. Something like that. That's a beautiful shot he played there.
That will work great, yeah.
Now he's just got to control shape on the last ball.
Just make sure you don't put the 3 in the way.
Sort of like that.
I think he's good.
Oh, he
Just
got far
came
enough,
off.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, stop shot here and shoot the 8 on the left side.
He's got it. It's almost dead straight.
This would be a big win. This would be the first 10-0 we've seen in this match. Possibly the second 10-0.
Second one, I think.
10-0 for TBA. So they retake the lead, up by 9. I think
Nice bank by Greg and the.
it's a great shot. This 9 is real tight. I'm looking right down the barrel, and it'll cheat in, but it's tight. I'm not even sure he has enough to cheat it in.
Especially from that distance. Make it tough.
This is very tough. And I think this is the end of the second round because I believe John Pay Pompey is the anchor on that team. He's breaking on the right.
Look at how he parked that cue ball in the middle of the table. It
He
just
hit
stopped.
that perfect, yeah. That's as good as he can hit it. I think we'll see him shoot low ball here, but he's going to have to develop the 8. But the 7's in a nice spot to do that. He could play this combo 1-6, then he should have a nice angle on the 7 to go into the 8.
Well, 1-6 tight. I don't know if you can see enough of the left-hand side of that one ball the way he's looking at it.
Yeah, I think with the pocket size it'll go, but it is a little tight. A little tighter than I thought it was at first glance. Good little safety by Derek there. Played a smart shot. Greg's going to roll into this and try to leave it behind the 9. Or he's going to kick into the 9. I don't think he should do that because you needed the 9 down there
to
if
break
you're
that
ever
out.
going to
Yep.
break out that ball. He didn't get a rail after contact either, so. Ball in hand will help
Sink.
Derek's cause.
Sink that stripe and leave him behind the 8.
Absolutely, that's what he's going to do, yeah.
Actually, I think you can just stop it right. Well, you got to either draw back or go forward.
He played the drawback. He has left a one rail kick though. I think I would have tried to get onto the 8 ball to take away the kick.
Yeah.
Oh, and Johnny misses the opener after giving it a long thought. Jordan walks to the table without his cue. It's always not a good sign. If you got an easy shot, you usually
Dropping
speed
up
walk
with your
to the table with your cue in your hand, right?
That's I see my opponent miss that opening shot or something. I'm springing out of my seat.
Oh, yeah.
Just like
Sprinting to the table in anticipation. So I guess the 1-6 must be really tough because neither one of these guys wanted to shoot it. And I'm assuming the 15 will go by those balls in the bottom right.
yeah.
It's a great shot by Greg, but I don't think he has this ball. You know what we might see him do here? He's got a special little jump cue for this exact shot.
Does he?
He's got the Dr. Popper, which gets up and over this ball pretty easy. The problem is the distance is...
It's a steel rod and you got a dart with it. Yeah,
it's real tough. Ah, that 15 had lots of room on the right. Hello, Jeff. Good afternoon or morning, depending where you are.
afternoon in his neck of the woods in Ontario.
Greg's got 2 different jump cues.
He's got the OB lift he's pulling out.
He's got one for a little more distance away from the ball, and he's got one for when he's like within a chalk width of the ball, it'll get up and over.
Or you just get the thumper, it'll do it all.
Call a ref just to make sure here, but I don't think it'd be really necessary. Grant forgot his cup today. He should have wore his jock. He's in bad shape over here. You got to keep your eye on the ball.
What about green fees?
Big green fees today.
No.
Couldn't even really tell what happened there.
Hey, Louis. How you doing? Lewis.
What's up, Lou?
How do you buy one of those thumpers? Well, you put in an order with us. They are 630 Canadian, 475 US. You can go onto their Facebook page, check out the colors and the stuff they got there. Comes in gray, green, blue, black, and natural. And we put the order in for you. It's cheaper buying them through us because we include the shipping, whereas Thumper will not. Try to get it through duty free. If there is duty charges, unfortunately you do have to pay those, but we will be coming back with a bunch after Vegas, hopefully duty free.
And they'll ship that right to your door, Kenneth.
Yeah.
10-7 win for the Unabomber. TBA.
Be
Shot
a good
by
win
Jordan
for
there.
Jordan, yeah.
It's going to get this match real close again. It's going to be a 10-1. Aiden the side for a 10-1. That's a big one. That's a big one.
Is that Orange Crush?
Orange Crush, 10-1. A 3-point ball game. We got time to run a quick ad while we're got a break on both tables.
You want your own Unabomber hoodie.
There you go. Order one from Jam Up.
Yeah. You can even get the Q Sports Live logo on it. If you go onto the Jam Up Facebook page or Jam Up website, sorry, there is a Q Sports Live tab at the top. You can click on that and get one of our fancy logos on the Jam Up shirt.
It's jamupapparel.com, guys.
Yeah, we finally got ours, Ken, here just a little under a week ago, or about a week ago. And I've had more runouts in the singles than I've had in the last year. That thing just opens the table up so wide. Jumps amazing. Jumps as good as that IQ or the Prevail jump cue that you've heard us talking all about. And it breaks as good or better than the BK Rush. All in one for about half the price if you're to buy an IQ and a BK Rush.
Look out, cue ball. Look out, cue ball. Oh, a hanger. So Greg gets to the table there, but this is a tricky little out with not a very easy opener. Don't think you can see the 9. You got to do something with the 415 on that left rail.
Yeah, if you guys or anybody's around want to try out, we got the Bob Danielson shafts. We got the Thumper jump brake. Just ask us. We'll give you our cues. Go test it them. We've had a bunch of guys use that Thumper here already, and they're just drooling over it. Yeah, stop in. Come hit with it when you see us.
And we appreciate that, Kenneth.
Yeah.
Not everyone has that same mindset.
No, we get a lot of people come up and tap us on the shoulder or stick their head down right beside us, start talking right into the mic with us.
We're working on some things to sort of
Yeah.
cut ourselves off so we don't get disturbed too
Electric
much.
fence barrier around us.
Pretty much, yeah.
Or
Chicken wire.
Or we're going to wire a taser into our shirts so when you touch the back, you get a shock.
Shot by Greg there. I think he's going to use this 3 ball to get shape on the 5 to open the 4.
Russ want a little more draw than just a stop shot on that left-hand table.
Yeah, he's got work to do there. Where's he going? And it looks like Greg's got not a bad angle, but the problem is you have to put a lot of inside juice on this 5. And in order to get the 4 out, you need to get quite a bit of speed behind it. And when you hit that 5 with inside juice and hard, the inside doesn't want to take in time to break out the 4.
Especially on these newer rails, the new felt.
So you need to overcut the 5 to the wide side of the pocket at speed, something like that. That's a really good shot Greg played there.
Set yourself up for the 1.
That's a really good shot he played. You shoot the 1 in the side, the 4 in the bottom left, and away he goes. And he's perfect on this 4. He can pretty much just roll this in, shoot the 8 in the top right, or he can play a little draw. Little stun draw and shoot the 8 in the right-hand side. I think he'll go with the latter option.
Play it in the side.
Absolutely.
I like it. You're playing a little firmer stroke than just rolling this in.
That way you don't have to roll it, exactly. And if you come up short, you can always shoot in the corner, which I think he'll do here. No reason to shoot in the side now. Russ with the full stroke. Tried to get a little shape on these balls. So let's see what he does here. He's got to develop that 15 ball around the 8-6. Make something happen there. Greg with the 10-0 win for Orange Crush.
Hey, how's it going? Trevor? Are you actually going to try and play today or no? Are you pretty sore Thursday? Yeah. I don't doubt it.
Let's see if Russ plays this 11 to the bottom right with inside English trying to go into the 15. He gave it a look.
For $4,500. So, Dave's sick.
This is not bad. That's what he's going to do.
A little top right.
Pot this one in the bottom right with some top right English.
You didn't do too bad on Wednesday, considering. And then you're like, yeah. Well, actually, I said that too. Breaking is probably going to be the worst of it.
Great shot, but he got the worst of it there. I don't know if this ball is cuttable in the same pocket. It might be. It's super thin. He's going to have to hit it at break speed.
There you go.
But no ref required because he's shooting
Away from it.
extremely away from it. Yeah. Pretty much just have to hit this ball break speed. I don't think you can kick this in the side. I feel like he doesn't have enough of the rail.
I think you got to hit this with bottom left too to help throw that up the table here.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, you got to try to get a little throw on the ball. The other option is hit it with extreme inside, and that way you can aim a little thinner and kind of change the angle a bit, but you got to choose one or the other.
I think he's pretty thin as it is. Inside, I don't. Yeah, you'd have to line up with your break shot.
Well, you kind of masse into it a little
Yeah.
bit. It changes the angle. He's looking at like off the 6 somewhere. He doesn't like the cut. Well, let's see what he does here. He's giving it the long thought, the be sure. Yeah, he's eyeing it up to play with inside and sort of masse into it, change the angle.
Yeah, he called the corner, so
Great shot by the Unabomber on the right-hand table there. Broke out his only tied-up ball. But I believe he's going to have to do something with the 14, which is right around the orange 5 there on the left-hand rail.
That's the main thing.
But in the meantime, let's see if Russell can dice this ball in.
Don't get the goal, young. You're too young for that.
bing, nice shot.
Caught some air off the rail.
But
Caught some air on the rail.
Point.
bonus point.
Well, my 8 ball didn't go anywhere down there, right? Had to hit the 2. Hopefully that's.
Ball in hand for Phil. Clean these balls up. We got Derek trying to figure out something to do with that 14. He bumped it to a worse spot. Well, he's got himself in trouble now. It's not easy to get that ball out again. He might have to try to shape a bank side if that's even an option.
Yeah, that's pretty tight for a bank side.
I can't see him getting any good angle to break this out unless he stops this. Shoot
Cut
this
that in
10
the
in
side.
the bottom right.
Or cut it
with
across the
follow
side.
through. Yeah, I think it goes in the bottom right. And the angle is perfect to break this out. Oh, but he missed the pot. He got the breakout good too. So a couple of missed opportunities for runouts for TBA here.
51 and 52. Probably easier to walk out.
These swings can be really big. If you win 10-0 or you lose 10-7, that's 13-point swing in the score. So every ball is very important in these sort of formats. Phil's done well to clean up these balls on the left. Let's see if Kung Dao can do the same on the right. Always nice when your opponent moves all the balls out of your way.
Yep, makes it real easy.
And in Phil's case, moves
Ball
all
in
the
hand.
balls out of your way and gives you ball in hand.
Yeah.
Well, I think this ball needs to be played in the corner
Yeah.
with a draw shot, just to make sure you don't scratch in the side. But you could roll this with middle. I just like playing it with a little draw to hit a little firmer. Well done by Mr. Dennis. 10-7 for Orange Crush. Could probably flash up a quick ad while we're
do that.
waiting for Mr. Kung Dao to make a decision there. Bob Danielson cues. Makes the sweet spot 360 low deflection shaft that you'll see Ryan and myself playing with.
Amazing shaft.
Did wonders for Ryan this weekend, that's for sure.
Yeah, won the singles event with it. Got first place, Shannon and I, in the Scotch doubles in the CCS Nationals with it. It has definitely helped out.
So you can check him out online. He's got some work on there, or you can shoot him an email, send him a text, give him a call.
Somebody only wanted to play 2 games on Wednesday. They only got 3.
He'll be at 15th Street Grill in Auburn, Washington today with a few of his custom pieces there.
And I won't be there next
If you happen to be in the Seattle sort of area, then you can go check him out.
Yeah, because I got a thing with Caitlin Wednesday night.
Well, we got Jordan breaking on the left. Kung Dao still has not made a decision here. I think he needs to shoot the 4 and maybe draw back for the 6 or the 3 or the 2. He could shoot the 6, then the 3, then the 2 on the side, then the 4. There's too many ways to get out here is the problem. That's what took him so long to make a decision. There's too many options.
If that goes on the left-hand side, I'm not sure. I would take the 3, 3, 2, 4. If the 4 goes on the left-hand side.
Good shot by Kung there. He's perfect on the 4. He just roll this in, play the 8 in the top right. Chalk up a 10-5 win. And that he will do. He got perfect on the 8 here. It's going to be a 10-5 for Orange Crush. And a 15-point lead. They're starting to stretch it a little.
A little bit. I think I'll stay till this left-hand table's done. Then I'm going to run to the washroom. I got to play at noon.
Yeah,
Try to find
40 minutes.
Try to find a table to hit a few balls.
Yeah, it's a solid plan. So Jordan is working on, it's like stripes here. And they're all not in a bad place except maybe the 14 ball, which I tend to believe passes the 4 on the top right. Moves the 9 to a worse spot, so he's going to have to move it again now. Much worse spot. I was actually sort of surprised he went into that ball. I don't think he needed to. But I guess it would have been a little bit tough to control the cue ball without going into that ball.
I think he's in trouble here now.
Well, he's got 14 in the corner, but it's a tough shot.
That and you're going towards that top right pocket.
He's going to have to make a good pot here. Looks like good break by Phil on the right table. He's made a ball. He's got a wide open look. If I'm Phil here, I'm shooting low ball to clear the 8.
Yeah, that 5 is the only thing holding you from shooting stripes. I think from here.
Yeah, because then the 8 will only go sort of in the top right. Look at
Yeah.
this shot by Jordan. Good shot. Good shot. He's going to have to make another good one here. You could shoot stripes on that right table. It just means that you're going to have to pick a ball that's going to get you to the 8.
That's where you'd want to leave your 13 to the end, maybe there.
Absolutely.
Well, he's got, is that the 10 or the 12 straight in the side from where he's sitting? I'm looking at that angle. That cue ball does go by the 1.
Yeah, it's the 12, and he also has the 14, which is near the rack spot. That's fairly straight in, too. But it looks
I
like
think where he is, he could play a stop shot on that 12 and then maybe the 15 at the top
he's
corner.
shooting the 5 here, which I don't mind. He can swing around, shoot 7 in the same pocket.
Want to join in?
Oh, good shot by Phil. Nice control there.
Yeah, he's looking good.
Jordan's working out real nice out here. He worked hard for this one. All he's got to do is pot this last stripe, shape up the 8 in the top right, and mark up a 10-1 win, which is big. They're starting to run away with this a little bit. Lots of room on this 8 ball. He's just taking a step back, being sure. Ten one Orange Crush. That's a 24-point lead now. And Phil can stretch it even more here if he can make these last 3 balls in the 8. He's going to shape up the 7 here. Yeah, that was always a little bit of a tough shot. He's going to have to get his jump cue out now.
Yeah, I think he's only got about a quarter ball to jump.
The problem will be the shape on the 1, really.
If he can draw it back or he's forward.
He made a great jump yesterday, like pretty much full table. Jumped a really good 8 ball in.
Well, I think I'm going to go run to the bathroom and get ready to play my match. I'll check back in after we're done. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'll talk to you guys later.
They're just making sure they got the right 2 players playing on this left-hand table. So Phil's going to have to jump this ball in. Try to slide to that left-hand side rail a little bit to get shape on the 1. The jump itself is not too bad. The shape is not easy. Yeah, that was always the thing. But he got an extra point there. It's the positive way to look at that. He's got no good shot here. He's going to have to try to kick at this ball. Maybe cut it in the bottom left. I don't really see a shot here. So I think after this game, I'll try to find out how many games are left and what the score is. So there's 9 games left to play, and I do have the score correct. So 24-point lead with 9 games left. Still lots of time for TBA to work, but they're going to need to start stringing some together here. It's really only 2 good runouts away from being a very close match, but good effort by Phil, but there was nothing there. But he got himself 6 points, which is big when there's 9 games left and you're up 24. So here we go. Greg going 2 rails, try to break out this 9-7. Well done, really well done. That's a couple times I've seen Greg go into balls, play really good breakouts. It's a great shot he played there. And the 15 does not pass the 9, so he's shooting the 9 now to clear the pocket for the 15. Probably shaped the 10 ball here. That he did. Now he can shoot this 10 and go 1 rail to get on the 15, which is on the right-hand side rail. So he's going to go 1 rail between the 2-5. Shape on the 15. Just like this. Wants to get past the 3, though. Doesn't want to be jacked up. And 10-6 win for TBA there via John Pay Pompey. So reduced to a 20-point lead.
That's what's messing us up. Yeah, you can add next one.
Oh, that's kind of a rarity that Greg wouldn't get over the ball he was trying to jump over. I kind of favored him to make that shot. 6 points, though, once again. And it looks like they are letting TBA claw back a little bit here. I would expect Russ to get out from ball in hand here, but last time he had ball in hand, he puzzled me with a strange opening shot. So I won't even try to guess what pattern he's going to shoot these balls in. This is big for TBA. Kung Dao on the right-hand table has scratched on the break, and it's wide open. Only tough ball here is maybe the 4, but the 5 should lead you to that nice and easy. So if I'm Kevin here, I'm shooting the 1. I'm getting shape on the 5 to run into the 9, or the 8 to get me shape on the 4. The 4 will lead me to the 7. He could shoot the 3 here first and sort of do the same thing. But that would be my pattern. If he's going to shoot the 3, then the 3, the 1, the 5, 4, 7, 2. Because the 2 leads me to the 8 fairly easy. So 3 in the right-hand side. Roll in, try to get relatively straight on the 1 with just a little angle into the right-hand rail. follow down, make sure you get angle on the 5, and then only one good shot required, really. Russ Oweitel working on his backdoor out on these solids. I think the one will pass the 3, so we'll probably see him shoot it in the corner. If it's a little bit tight, he'll shoot it in the side and probably shoot the 3 in the same side. It looks like that's maybe what he's going to do here. Well, Beamer played a good shot there. Shot the 3 in the side and went into the 8-9. Split them perfectly. Russ played a good shot, but he has a lot of angle. Drawing to get on the 1. Look outside pocket. Oh, Kung Dao was halfway out of his chair. Thought that ball was in all day. He does have a little bit of a funny angle here, though. He's going to have to roll this one in to try to shape the 5. I think he can cheat the pocket just a little on the 1 and miss the 2 stripes near the rack spot to get shape on the 5, but it's a little bit tricky here. This has become the key shot. That ball rolled really far. Now he's got a real tough shot on this 5 and letting the cue ball loose. Nice thing is, 2 balls real close to the pocket. So if he could just cut this 5 in, maybe run into the 9, make sure he's not hooked on the 10. Just got to get any look. He's not getting a look from there, though. He's going to be full ball hooked on the 8. We'll see him reach for the short cue. And another 10-6 win for TBA. So while Beamer goes to get his jump cue, I'll flash up a quick poster of ours, the Sure Shot. If you go to their website and order it there, use the discount code CSL Pool, all caps, to get 10% off. And that's a great little instant feedback device. Just fits on the shaft of your cue. Can teach you how to aim. It can also teach you if you're twisting your wrist, dropping your elbow, stuff like that. Beamer missed the jump. Kicked into the ball, hit it, made it in the wrong pocket. But he does get a point for that. So 10-7 loss would not be a worst case scenario here. But like I said, if you can win a game 10-0 and instead you lose 10-7, that's 13 points in a swing. The match swings 13 points in that situation. So it's very big. Paul Beatty to break on the left-hand table. He's always had one of the better breaks around. He crushes it. Oh, but the cue ball has found the bottom of the pocket. So we got Derek Moore, the Unabomber. Forgot his hat today, so he's wearing his hood. Ball in hand for the Unabomber. Needs a big one here. 13's in a funny spot with the 3. So let's see what he tries to do here. He might have to shoot low ball. Use the 5 to break out the 3. He's going to shoot the 7 first here. I don't mind that. The 1-6 really only goes in the left pockets. This 11 ball is being a bit of a menace down here, unless the 1 will pass it, which appears it does, because that's what he's shaped for. And Kung Dao on the right, shooting the 8 ball for a 10-7 win. Yeah, well done. 10-7 for Orange Crush. So it looks like a 19-point lead for Orange Crush with, I believe, 6 games to go. So Derek's got a little funny on this 6. He doesn't like where he is here. I think he has to try to get the cue ball to the left rail near the 2 and get angle on the 5 to break out the 3 while still leaving the 4 ball where it is as an option for when he breaks out the 3. That's what he's trying to do here. Got the cue ball to a good spot. Now he just needs lots of right-hand spin. Oh, he's going to use the 4. Maybe he has a good angle on the 4 to go into the 3. I didn't see that, and he hit it perfect. Look at the break by Justin on the right. He crushed that one. Well done. Really good break. Wide open look. He'll probably shoot low ball just because of where the 12 is. And Justin needs to come with a big out here. Derek needs to finish these off. And this can be a really close match after these 2 games. Not sure what's making the camera shake now, but we got the whole framework shaking. So let's see. Justin's going to shoot the 2. Oh, he's shooting stripes here. Not sure I like stripes here, but this can definitely be worked out. Oh, Derek needs that ball to hurry up. I don't know if he got there. Just got there. Float this in. Eight ball in the bottom left for a 10-2 win for TBA. This is a big one. There we go, 10-2 for TBA. A 11-point match again. If Justin can get out over there, this is anybody's game. I believe we're down to 6 games left, 7 games left if you include Justin's. So everybody's a little quiet this morning or this afternoon, depending where you are. Where's everyone watching from? Or if you're a first-time viewer, let me know. I'll give you a shout out on the stream.
You need one of these.
So Justin has got himself in a really funny spot here. He's not got a very good look at the 11. I don't think he can see by the 8 to play the 11. Well, he's giving it a good look, like maybe he can see it. Oh, he tried to cheat the 12 in. He did really well. He didn't miss that by much. It was a good shot. So Greg with the wide open look here, try to get them back on track. And Phil Dennis with a little bit of a backdoor out, but he's got an issue. That 12 is plugging the hole where 3 of his balls need to go. Greg with the not a bad opener. He can shoot the 9 ball now, then maybe the 13, 14, the 12 in the side, 15, 10, 8. Can shoot the 9, then the 14 if he likes that better. He could always leave the 13, 12 for last. Personally, I don't like trying to hold the ball for the 14 here. I'd rather play shape on another ball. This is much easier to shoot the 13 and now come back for the 14. If he shot the 9 and tried to hold for the 14, it's a little bit risky. Phil with a pretty good opening shot. If he can see enough of the 6, he might try to follow that 12 in. Oh, he got funny here, jacked up over the 8, but he's got a couple of hangers for options. He could shoot the 12, or he could shoot the 15, which is in the jaws down there. Spencer, yes, CompuSport Link does have the teams and players' names listed for the Elite Masters. You can see what teams are there. When you click on the team, it'll bring up the player list. Last round always gets exciting, Neil. Yeah, that's right. Kevin from Kalamazoo, Michigan. Jeff from Nebraska. Craig from Winnipeg. Terry was quiet for a little while there, yeah. So Greg just has to play shape on one more ball here. He's got to shoot this 10 with some inside English or a lot of outside English and go 2 rails. I tend to like the inside English here. But it's all a matter of feel for which one you prefer. And he's done well. He hit that good. Pretty much landed perfect. I'll apologize if you guys hear me sniffling a little bit today. I'm slightly under the weather. So Phil's going to try to make this 6. He did not. Big chance for Justin here. Greg rolls the 14 in nicely. This can be a 10-3 win when he makes this 8. So a 10-3 win is a decent one at this stage in the match. That'll give you +7. So they'll be ahead 18 points. That's a run out for Orange Crush. And Justin's got to play this ball with some inside English. And not too heavy. He got too heavy on it. This could be disastrous for TBA.
that we've got them. But like, so you look and it's like brothers or siblings.
I believe there are 6 games left to count Justin's. Possibly only 5. With an 18-point deficit. Can't afford any more mistakes. And I was just informed there are 4 games left in this match. So Justin really has to come with a shot here.
Say bye. How is it the person that lives closest to this venue is always late? Jason. I'll be there in 5 minutes.
Just going to try to bank this in the bottom left corner, I believe. Oh, he was trying to play safe. I really don't like that. I really don't think the safe was going to win him the game, even if he froze on the 7, which is what he was trying to do, I believe. This actually might not have been worst case scenario, but Phil's going to play a safe, I believe, by just rolling into the 6. That's going to leave Justin a jump or a kick to try to keep his team alive in this. Looks like pretty good break by Russ there. He's got a pretty good look. Let's see. How is your team score working? Paul wants to know. You get 10 points for a win, and you get 1 point for each ball left on the table for a loss. They play a 25-game format. When one team cannot mathematically come back, the match will be over, which could happen soon if Russ doesn't make this jump shot. I think that's going to pretty much do it. With 4 games left, currently up 18 balls. So if Phil successfully gets out here, they will be up 22 balls with 3 games left. That will mean if Kung Dao can win this game on the left-hand table, it'll be over. But Phil has got a little bit funny. I think if I can see the 6, I'm shooting the 6 right now, actually. He likes shooting the 1, trying to swing around the angles to get on the 3. Gonna go 3 rails here. Got to control the speed really good. Also have to control the pot. He forgot about the pot. He's left Justin in a little bit of a tricky spot too. Can't really bank this ball. The angle is wrong. You can't really cut it. You get no shape on the 8. So he may have to just try to drill this bank and leave the cue ball there and then cut the 8. Great shot. Really good shot. When they needed him most, too, he comes with a shot. He's got to bear down and cut this 8 in. This can be a big win, a big steal on a game that looked like it was getting away from him. Pretty thin cut on this 8. The work's not done yet. And a bit of a tougher shot for a left-handed player. He's going to have to reach a little more than ideal. He missed the cut on the 8, but he's left Phil a tester. Full distance. Phil looks to see how much that white ball is hanging up. Long shot on this 1. He's got to spear this. Yeah, sorry, Lorraine. Every once in a while, we got to hit the mute button so that you guys don't have to hear all the conversations we're having. Every once in a while, there's a rule discrepancy or people want to ask questions that we need to answer, so I mute it. They don't need a time clock, Richard. They play fairly quick. Nobody's taking too long here. It's a big match. Big points in the match here. Oh, Kung Dao's mucked this up. He didn't get far enough. He mucked it up. Made a mess of it. Can't see the 15 here. Phil with the 10-7 for Orange Crush. Up 20 with 3 games to go. Kung Dao's giving this one the long look. He's got to play the combo. But he may just stall a little bit here and see what happens with Paul Beatty's break, because Paul can win the match on his break. I believe the only shot for Kung Dao here is either the bank on the 10 or the 13-15 combo. The longer you look at it, I believe the harder it gets. There's no good safety here because 2 balls over the pocket. Unless he figures he can make the 6 and try to leave the cue ball on the 15. Might not be a bad option, but 3's over the hole and the 4 is over the hole, so I don't like it. Paul Beatty with the dry break on the right-hand table. Big opportunity for TBA. They needed a dry one there. You can shoot stripes here. The 11-4-9 combo will go. Let's see. He's trying to squeeze it. I don't think that's a shot. I think he's just trying to make the 6, go 2 rails onto the 15 here. Oh, he squeezed it. He played the squeeze. That's a great shot. If Kung Dao can make these last 2 balls on the 8, this match is over. Paul, just in that one shot, he had to reach more than a right-handed player would have to. That's why it was a little tougher for a left-handed player there. Richard, this is in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Big shot for Kung Dao here. Just got to spear this one in, draw to the left-hand side of the 8, shoot in the same pocket. Say goodnight. That'll do it. That'll do it. So that's it, guys. Orange Crush with the win. They win the A side. So I believe our next match is going to be right away. But I will shut it down and restart it. First, I'd like to give a couple of nods to a few friends who lost some loved ones. A player on Team Corona, a Calgary team. Ryan Smith lost his father last night, so our condolences go out to him and his family from the Q Sports Live family. And a PEI player by the name of Dave Kelly was lost last night. One of the best players to ever come out of PEI. So our thoughts and our condolences go out to all the players in PEI, the family, the friends. So with that, we are going to shut it down and restart it before the next match. If you haven't already, go to the Q Sports Live Facebook page. Click the like button. And if you're watching on YouTube, click the subscribe button. We greatly appreciate that. That is right, Richard. It is somewhere in Canada, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. So we'll be back in about 5 minutes, guys. So stay tuned.